All right. Hi there, everyone. It's Miss Susie. Here are my hands. I brought back all my fun colored pens for our notes. And today we're going to move forward. I know things are a little weird. I'm hoping that you're okay. Um, but I thought we could keep things normal. And so we're going to do some benchmark notes. Today we're going to start talking about triangles, which are my favorite thing in math. I know I say that a lot, but this is really my favorite. Um, so I'm gonna write the notes on this piece of paper. If you want to copy the notes as I'm writing them, please do it. I am also going to upload these notes into our Google Classroom. So you will be able to access these notes in the Google Classroom, just so you know that. So today we're going to start competency 16, which is triangles and trigonometry. There's going to be questions throughout this video just to keep you engaged. And there's also going to be multiple parts where I'm asking you to pause, go to Khan Academy, and do the practice. I think that's the best way to get it done. But let's get started. What do we know about triangles? Well, hopefully, everyone knows that triangles have three sides and that their three angles add to 180 degrees. Right? Basic. Triangle, here we go. Three sides, three angles, they add to 180 degrees. There's different ways to classify triangles. So our first is we are going to classify, which is kind of a different way of saying name, triangles by sides, by their sides. So there's three different types of triangles by sides. The first is an equilateral triangle. Can you say that word? Equilateral. Cool. So equilateral, it has equal in it. It means that, here I'll draw you a little picture. It means that all three of the sides are equal and all three of the angles are equal. So three equal sides and three equal angles. If all three of the angles are equal, then it's 180 divided by 3, which means 60 degrees. Every angle is 60 degrees, always. That's an equilateral triangle, the first type. The second type of triangle, classifying it by its side, is a really weird name called isosceles. So can you practice saying that? Isosceles. Cool. An isosceles triangle, it's not all three sides are equal. Only two of them are equal. And then only the two bottom angles are equal. So this is three equal sides, three equal angles. And isosceles is two equal sides and two equal angles. And our third type of triangle based on their side is called scalene. Can you say that? Scalene. Yeah. Scalene is kind of the oddball, right? Like a scalene has no equal sides. They're all different. No equal sides and no equal angles. Cool. And now there's another way we can classify triangles. We can classify triangles by angles. So every triangle is two different types. It has its sides name, equilateral, isosceles, and scalene, and it has its angle name. So it has two different names. The different type of angle names. The first is our most popular, and the one we are going to work with the most, a right triangle. A right triangle means that one of the angles is 90 degrees, a right angle. So one angle equals 90 degrees. It also means that if I add the other two angles, their sum has to be 90 degrees because a total circle is 180. So that's a fun fact. That's a right triangle. The second type of triangle by its angle is this, and I think maybe some of you remember, what's the name of a big angle? Why it's obtuse. So this is an obtuse triangle. And if you remember, obtuse is an angle, I'll write the word, an angle greater than 90 degrees. And then the last type, we'll draw these lines, of triangle based on angles is something called an acute triangle, which hopefully you also remember, and that's a triangle that only has acute angles. All acute angles, which are less than 90 degrees. And you can't see that, so I'm going to move it up. So at this point, the video is going to pause, and I'm going to ask you to go to Khan Academy and do the practice based on this, just categorizing triangles with their two names, their side name and their angle name. All right, hopefully you've done that practice now, because we're going to move on to similar triangles. We talked about similar shapes before we left school. Similar shapes have two criteria. The first is that the sides have a scale factor, and the second is that the angles are all equal. Cool. So we're going to talk about similar triangles and two different ways to know if triangles are similar. And the first one is going to be based on the scale factor. So this is talking about similar triangles using SSS, which stands for side, side, side. So if you know all three sides of a triangle, of two triangles, you should be able to decide if they are similar. Here's our example. I have this triangle. My sides are 9, 6, and 10. And I have this triangle, and my sides are 4, 6, and 20 over 3. And I want to know, I know the side, SSS, side, of both of these triangles. I need to know if they are similar, yes or no. Is there a scale factor? So let's see. How do I go from 10 to 20 over 3? Well, I think I'm multiplying by 2/3. 10 times 2 is 20 over 3. Okay. How do I go from 6 to 4? Let's see. Am I multiplying by 2/3? 6 times 2 is 12 over 3, which equals 4. How about 9? 9 times 2/3 is 18 over 3, which equals 6. So all three of these sides have the same scale factor, which is 2/3. So are these similar triangles? Yes. Because they have the same scale factor. Cool. I'm going to have you pause the video right now and do the practice for scale factor. Hopefully you were able to do that practice. Next up, we're going to talk about similar triangles using their angles. So, similar triangles using AA, which stands for angle, angle. And what's kind of cool is if we know two angles in a triangle, we can find the third. Because we know that they add to 180. So, here is my example. I have this triangle. Ignore my angles, they're not going to be perfect. I have 63 degrees here, and I have 58 degrees here. And I want to know if this triangle is similar to this triangle, which has 58 and 59. And so the way we do this is we need to find this missing angle. So 63 plus 58 equals 121. So if I take 180 minus 121, I'll move this up, that equals 59 degrees, which means this angle is 59 degrees. So now if I look, I have 59 and 59, 58 and 58. Well, that means this must be 63 degrees. Do these have the same angles? Yes. So they're similar triangles. If they did not have the same angles, then we would say no, these are not similar triangles. Let's do one quick example like that. Say I throw this triangle in the mix. And I say this is 58 and this is 62. Well, 58 plus 62, 58 plus 62 is 120 degrees, which means 180 minus 120 is 60 degrees. So that angle is 60 degrees, and it's not the same. It's 1 degree off. So this is no, not similar triangles. That was a lot. I kind of went quick because I wanted to give you all of the information. Again, you can rewatch this video. These notes will be in Google Classroom. Hopefully the questions I asked throughout this video helped you. And as always, you know on Khan Academy, you can use the hint button, the help videos, and you can also email me. Please email me if you have any concerns. This is your first assignment.